Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Bleach episode 20. So, last time we had Ichigo leaving. He is on his way. It's going to take him a while to get there. He told Urahara, I may sound cocky, but if things start going south, just try to hang on. Once I get there, I'm going to beat some booty, you know? So, that's what he said, exactly word for word. And then we had a really awesome scene, or like rest of the episode basically, with Rukia. A little bit of assistance from Byakuya, but for the most part it was Rukia that took on this guy, did very good until he got his fear into her. Byakuya snapped her out of it, and then she did her Bankai and obliterated him. So, very cool. And Byakuya obviously showing to be a lot stronger too. The fact that he was holding this guy off with just his Shikai, not even his Bankai, pretty badass as well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Ichigo get here. With the pacing of this show, I wouldn't be surprised if it was this episode, but it also could wrap up some more fights this episode, and then he shows up next episode. We're about to find out. So we're going to get started here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Yes. I forgot. We have the person that goes, like, non-existent here. Oh wow, so they don't even remember. Ugh, I hate. Huh. Damn. Erase from your mind, yeah. Alright. I'm excited to watch this episode, don't get me wrong, but I'm a big fan of the game Path of Exile. And basically, if you guys don't know that game, it's kind of like Seasons in Diablo, if you've ever played the Diablo games, where every certain amount of months it'll reset and you start fresh and everything. But yeah, the reset was just yesterday, so I'm excited to get back on and play it. But then I also screwed myself over, because while I was waiting for Path of Exile to do its reset, I finally pledged into Star Citizen and started playing that, and I'm like hooked on that now too. So I've been bouncing between the two games, between yesterday and earlier today, and I gotta say I'm really excited to finish up recording this here tonight, so I can get into either one of those. I don't even know which one I'm gonna get on. I might do a little bit of Star Citizen and then move into Path of Exile later in the night. But in case you're wondering what my personal life is like, and why I'm going to try to talk about everything that happens in the episode, but if my discussion is a little shorter than usual this week, it might be because I'm excited. But I definitely will try to make sure that I talk about all the things. Speaking of, while we're seeing spoiler pictures, I will write down erase from mind so I don't forget about that aspect. Sometimes, for some reason, I totally forget about the beginning of episodes before the opening. On impulse. You digging around finding your sword? Ugh. I'm excited. Oh shit! Damn! What a good enemy. Oh shit! Yeah, that's interesting. Oh! Is it Kenpachi? Or is it one of them? Oh shit! Oh, is this another Sternator? Product of my imagination, what? So did this guy actually exist? Or did... Jesus. What? Oh! This fucked up her arm already! Holy shit! Oh my god! Could you use that against him, though? I guess... Never mind, maybe not. Oh! Yes. Oh, I love when he shows up, man. Let's go, baby. Oh, he's just getting back from the encounter. She's just finding out that Unohana's dead. Alright. Nice. If they are still alive. Supposedly he said that he killed them, but who knows if it's true. Jeez. He just made a giant-ass cube. Let's go, baby Kenpachi! Oh, I hope he doesn't get, like, bodied or something. He has the same Sternwood or V. He has the same letter as the other guy, so I think he did make up the other guy, right? Like part of his imagination. I feel like, anyway. Maybe I'm wrong. Then all he has to do is cut steel. Yup. You think my blade can't cut steel? I love it. Look at this shot, man. I am the edge. Oh, man. Have there really been no Shikais that their swords don't change shape? Doesn't the shit, we just saw his Bankai the other episode. Was it Sajin? Doesn't his Shikai, he just like spins his sword around, right? But doesn't his sword always look like that, or does it actually transform? I feel like I've never really seen the sword go from one form to another, but maybe it does. Shinji. No. Is it Shinji? I have so many names in my mind, guys. Slava. What the hell is a cookie? Oh. Well, let's put some in a cube of water. I didn't even write down the guy's name. I'll find it after. That's my bad, guys. The guy who can, like, reverse your senses and stuff. Oh, he got out of it and grabbed her. Ooh. He can only do so much at once, kind of thing. He can't keep too many imaginations going. Hmm. Bye-bye. Giving this guy some new images to imagine. I wonder if his own imagination can be used against him in the sense that proving to him that Kenpachi is stronger would actually make Kenpachi stronger. Because he imagined it. Oh my god! Just rocking machine guns and missiles! This is a ridiculous power, by the way, guys. Kenpachi is a way of bringing the crazy out of people. I definitely know the voice actor. It's definitely a My Hero character, I believe. Oh shit, that was a deep cut. Oh. Oh shit. Oh my god! Crap indeed. Well, you can't account for the mind going unstable during combat. What happens when you lose your confidence? What happens when you start imagining possibly losing to this guy? Huh? Yep. God, that's insane. Oh my god, you can just imagine more of him. He's about to be fucking twice from My Hero. He's about to just create a billion of himself. That's ridiculous. Well, I think I was right about Ichigo not showing up right away. Nozarashi. Does he finally know the name of his blade? Oh, this animation is great. Oh my god, he's going after it! Hmm. Hmm. Oh, that was like it went back to him being a kid, didn't it? Just cut it in half and then explodes into pieces. Well, it still caused a bunch of damage, but probably not as much damage as if the whole meteor would have hit. Oh shit. That's just ridiculous. This right here is one of the things I remembered, by the way, guys. I remembered the big ass sword. I think I said a while back. I don't know how long ago I said it, but I said I remember something about Kenpachi, but I'm not gonna say it. Yep. He's gonna make more. So this is just his Shikai, right? This isn't even Bankai, I believe, right? Jeez. Just stuck him in outer space. Huh! Oh my god. Jesus. Oh, what's in his chest? A bomb? There's still more of them too, yeah. Good god. This guy's ability is just... There isn't any logical reason that that Gremmy should lose. But there's nothing logical about Kenpachi. What? What happened to him? Oh, shit. Huh. We need to see him move, though. What? His, like, body was enhancing and then just tore to pieces. Shit. And that's it. Goddamn. That episode went fast. Oh, I love Kenpachi, if you guys can't tell. He's, like, the definition of, like, when in, like... He's, like, what happens to most anime antagonists, where, like, someone goes up against him and they're, like, overconfident, and then the main character just beats his ass. But Kenpachi, like, almost does it every time right away, whereas sometimes the main character has to go away and train, like Ichigo had to go up and train kind of thing. And don't get me wrong, Kenpachi has needed some training and needed some help too. I'm not going to pretend that isn't the case. But I don't know, it's just... It's so great when Kenpachi can just come in and just overpower someone down. It's so satisfying when, like... It's like you think you understand how the formats of these fights are gonna go. It's like, oh, Kenpachi's gonna, like... You know, it's gonna look like he's almost lost, like, a couple times. He's gonna be, like, on the ground, like... about to black out, like a lot of these other characters when they fight, kind of thing. And then, you know, he's gonna get that last wind and get up and fight. And it's like, nope, Kenpachi's just gonna tough it out through anything that guy throws at him and win. Oh my god. But yeah, so that entity in the beginning that we had was just a creation of Gremmy's imagination, which is also create. Oh shit. Okay, we have after credits. 1 second. Oh. Okay. So that's what happened. Oh! Is that just his main body? Huh. That should be the power of the imagination, though, is that it's limitless, not that it has a limit, but I guess that's whatever his limit is. Alright, damn. Struck by thunder, you're on your knees. That is my desire. Alright. That is it, guys, for episode 20. That was crazy. So the reason why his body, like, hurt itself, seemingly, was because he tried to imagine himself having the power and strength that Kenpachi has, and his own body just couldn't withstand it, so it just bursted from within. That's insane. But yeah, I mean, like I said during the episode, there's no logical reason. In my opinion, I think this guy should be the strongest in the universe, right? As long as you can use your imagination properly, I feel like he should have won. There's no reason he shouldn't have won, but he went against someone who is one of the most unreasonable characters in this entire show, and, like, anything that you would think normally would kill someone, you know, just doesn't work against him. It was, like, really unfortunate that Gremmy went up against Kenpachi, because it's like... But yeah, like, realistically, I think, like, if you were to analyze both of their powers, even though we saw it in the fight, I really don't think that there's any reason Kenpachi should have won that fight. Because, like, I'm sure there's probably a million different ways that you could have killed Kenpachi without even really fighting him. And maybe that was one of the cruxes of Gremmy, is maybe he wanted to beat him in a little more of a fair fight, so he didn't really fathom any of those, like... Because, I mean, the thing is Kenpachi can die just like anyone else. Granted, he did get stuffed into the vacuum of space and he just tanked it, right? But, like... Couldn't you just, like, imagine, like, every blood vessel in his body is a bomb, and then detonate that bomb, kind of thing, and he just implodes from the inside, or something like that, like, I don't know, like, something extremely poisonous to him that he just would not be able to sustain. But, I mean, obviously the thing is, like, the writers would just be like, oh yeah, well, Kenpachi tanked it, yeah, it's okay, it didn't hurt him, you know? But I don't know. I really don't think there's any logical reason why Gremmy should have lost, but Kenpachi just takes the logic out of fights, is what I'm saying. But I love the fight regardless of how crazy, ridiculous, OP Gremmy's power is. I love that Kenpachi was able to just calmly and easily beat him. He never even took the eye patch off, did he? Which, I believe that is still limiting his power, right? He's still doing that thing? Which means that he didn't even really try, I don't think. Maybe it's not limiting the power like it used to. Maybe he just has it just cuz. I'm not sure. But yeah. So supposedly Gremmy said he killed those two captains while he was in there. I don't know if that's the case or not. I don't know if he was just trying to get under their skin and rattle them, or if he actually did. I guess we'll find out eventually. We never really went back to it. All we saw was him fly out of that building and, what's her name? Izumi or something? Or something like that. Went and got them. So, yeah. I did want to look up that name real fast, which I think if I go back to my private messages on Discord, I should still have a message from my buddy who sent me that note about that character earlier. Where was it? Oh, crap. Maybe he... Okay, well, maybe he sent that to me on Steam and not on... Which means it's gone at this point. One of my other buddies talked about it. I just gotta scroll up through it a tad. Let's see here. Sorry, guys. Doop doop doo. crap. Sorry. I thought I'd be able to find it a bit faster than this, but I'm trying to skim a bunch of his long messages. And I think I did go past it. Oh, here we go. Sajin. Okay. So, wait. Never mind. Wrong one. Shinji. Yep. Okay. So the second name I came up with was right. It was Shinji. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. I just... See, sometimes what happens to me is I watch a lot of shows and I watch a lot of anime, and sometimes I'll watch, like, another show that has a Shinji, and I'll say Shinji, and I'll picture that character and not the character in the show, kind of thing, because sometimes multiple characters have overlapping names, so, like, I think there was another thing I watched just recently that also had a Shinji. I'm trying to think of what it was now. But so when I said Shinji, I was like, no, wait, was that from another show? And I, like, got myself all, like, turned around in my own head. But yeah, either way, I just want to remember the name. I don't really need to talk more about. I think I really covered most of it in the episode about the fact that, like, they said that Yachiru's sword is, like, the only one she's ever seen that that doesn't transform for the Shikai, which I don't. Thing is like whenever Shinji does his, it has like a ring in the back and he like spins it. But I guess I don't usually see that ring when it's just holstered, right? So maybe it does transform and we've just never seen like the transformation sequence of it, kind of thing. Or maybe we have and I just forget. I don't know. So she's probably right. I just feel like I've heard that before. It's like, but the sword didn't transform. Maybe it was like during a filler thing, so it wasn't really counted in old Bleach. I don't know. I just feel like I remember seeing that of like her sword didn't even transform. But yeah. Anyway, it was interesting. She summoned like these two little like beasts to fight with her, and her sword has like that copycat ability where the more you try to evade it, the more likely it is to hit. That's all pretty crazy, too. But unfortunately, against the power of imagination, where he can just think of your bones as cookies, which, I mean, once again, why couldn't he just do that to Kenpachi? And, like, she couldn't even put her arm down on the ground to, like, support herself, because it just crumbled. So why didn't he just do that to him? It's, like, the same kind of thing of, like, you know, they just need to make Kenpachi win somehow against a foe with just insane powers. So they have to come up with something like that. Or, like, come up with reasons why it doesn't work kind of thing. Or the character just doesn't do it and doesn't try it. I don't know. That's, like, the only thing about that fight that gets me. But Kenpachi now knows the name of his sword. He now can release it, which I'm guessing that was Shikai. Which I'm really curious of what the possibility of his Bankai could be, right? With a sword that big. But yeah, just... If Kenpachi didn't need anything else, he needed a fucking Buster Sword kind of thing. Like, it's just nuts. And like I said during the reaction, that is, I mentioned a few episodes back that there was something about Kenpachi that I remembered. There's a bit more that I think I remember, but I'm not positive. But the sword was definitely one of them, which is why when you saw me, like, when I saw it, I wasn't like, holy shit, what's that kind of thing. It was like, more of me being like, yep, this is what I remember from the manga, because as I said before, I did read the manga a very long time ago. Very few things I do remember. Like, you know, a lot of these Stern Ritters I don't even remember, and stuff like that. And I don't really, like, I don't even remember a lot of these fights, right? Like, I remember very vaguely a couple things towards the end of the manga, but leading up to it, majority of the fights, I don't know the matchups, I don't know, like, how it all goes down, but there's just, like, a few key things that I remember. I remembered Ichigo's dual-wielding weapons. I remembered that. And then I remembered this about Kenpachi. And then I remember a little bit about Uryu, which we'll talk about later. But yeah, and that's pretty much all I remember. Everything else is new, or like, yeah, pretty much new to me, because even after I see it, like, even after I saw Grummy, I didn't remember him, right? It wasn't like, oh yeah, that's right, I remember reading this part. It's like, no, nothing, it's just gone. My memory just deleted it. But But yeah, that's pretty crazy. The whole episode was just nonsense, but it was animated super well. It's entertaining to watch, and there's something about watching a character that is just so OP like Kenpachi doing his thing beyond all reason. It's lovely. It's fun to be able to have a character like that in a show where they don't have to make it go against his thing. Like, he can have his own enemies, because that's what Bleach does, is it creates, a whole horde of enemies for people to fight, so that way a lot of the other characters can have someone to fight rather than just one big bad guy that, everyone else has to lose to until Ichigo gets here, right? But yeah, so we can throw away one of these Stern Ritter to Kenpachi being a badass and just show him being a powerhouse, and who cares, it's all in good fun. So I had a good time with it, but yeah, I think that's gonna be it from me, guys. I mean, I know I said that the discussion might be a little shorter. It's actually about average for my videos, but I think I really talked about most of what I wanted to say. I mean, really, it's just, I could deep dive more into, the imagination power, but the thing is the thing about imagination as a power is literally, I could sit here and go on for hours being like, oh, well, he could have did this, he could have did that. Well, he could have did that, the power could work this way or that way, and it's like, there's so many different things that he could have done that there's no sense sitting here and trying to go over it, right? But yeah, thank you guys so much. Hopefully you enjoyed this reaction. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to support the channel and what I do here. I very much appreciate it. The link is in the description below. You get some benefits from my other shows, and you get to see some shows that aren't even on YouTube yet. If you want to check that out, it supports me in what I do here, and I very much appreciate it. So check that out, and I will see you guys in my future reactions. Bye-bye.